So how does a party commence divorce proceedings, Tracy?
We'll initially meet with the client, take their instructions and see if there is a possibility for conciliation. If there is, we refer them off to local conciliators and mediators. If not, we try to establish that the marriage has broken down irretrievably.
And what are, so as I understand it, there's 5 grounds for that. I think one of them is that the other party's deserted you, that you've been apart for 5 years, that you've been apart for 2 years, and that both of you consent to the divorce. So those 3 are fairly straightforward. I think there's 2 more, isn't there?
There's adultery and unreasonable behaviour.
So Tracy, we talked about unreasonable behaviour and adultery as the other 2 grounds for divorce. What would you have to prove before the court for those? How would you go about it?
Unreasonable behaviour is the most common ground. It's the easiest ground to obtain a divorce on. It's subjective. It's purely based on what the petitioner believes is unreasonable. It's fairly uncommon for a respondent to refuse a divorce based on unreasonable behaviour, as there is a consequence of costs.
What about adultery? How would one prove that?
So with adultery, if the respondent consents to the adultery, then the divorce goes ahead. If he contests it, then the petitioner would need to prove the adultery and evidence that the adultery actually happened.
So an inquiry agent or witness evidence, that sort of thing?
Photographs, anything like that.